Welcome, Minneapolis junior, senior high school fans. Can you hear me, Mike?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes. To MJSHS Gymnasiums, December 7, 2010. Time for high school basketball to get started in earnest tonight with the Tri-County Classic. Here, the first round, Minneapolis Lions hosting the Blue Dragons, I believe it is, at Halstead, girls and the boys tonight. Thursday night we will host the Solomon Gorillas. Friday night we'll go to Halstead to play the Bennington Bulldogs, the fourth team in this tournament. Tonight, the girls and the boys face again the Blue Dragons of Halstead.
Pretty stiff competition right off the get-go, Dale. The boys especially ranked in the top 10 in the state, both Halstead and Minneapolis, I think. And
yes.
The girls have got about the same kind of draw here with the Lady Dragons.
Yes, Minneapolis is second in the Kansas Basketball Coaches Association poll, and the Halstead Blue Dragons are fifth. Both squads are in the 3A state tournament last year, if I'm not mistaken. Neither one of the girls' squads are ranked, but I expect a good contest. The Halstead Blue Dragons opened play last Friday against Remington at home, and from what I read, the girls lost to Remington, the boys won. But the Minneapolis Lions are yet to unleash their claws this season.
A lot of teams played last Friday. Minneapolis first game, as Dale mentioned, is tonight here, Tuesday night, Minneapolis High School Gym. Tri-County tournament. Used to be blue and gold we attended.
Yes, this is the second season for the Tri-County Classic. Several schools just weren't satisfied with how things were going with the host school in Salina. Blue and gold after several years, so they decided to form their own tournament and get it rolling. Last year the Lions got second as the boys, as they lost to Halstead in the opening game, and I believe the girls won the tournament on their side. So see if they can repeat that this year. Starting off with a win here versus the Halstead Blue Dragons tonight.
Well, I'm sure Coach Weatherman is looking forward to these girls this season. He's got a veteran ball club, I would say. These girls have been playing on the floor since they were freshmen, and a very deep team here with a lot of undergraduates or under sophomores and freshmen, what I'm trying to say. But the juniors are well received here on this girls basketball team. They are deep, and Minneapolis, with just two seniors on this girls basketball team, Emma Giles and Kylie Gregg.
Yes, Emma, of course, has had a lot of playing time in the last 2 years specifically. Might have her freshman year too, I just don't remember. Emma has come off the bench, but the juniors, other than Bailey Walker, has seen a lot of action for 2 straight years as freshmen and sophomores, and Bailey saw quite a bit of action last year in the second semester after she transferred from Pescott. So just a ton of basketball varsity experience on this ladies squad. However, they got a big pair of shoes to fill with
the departure of Shay Shoemaker
and Connor
Fulton,
who are both playing basketball collegiately this season. So it'll be interesting to see how the chemistry of this squad proceeds throughout the season without the senior leadership that was lost. And of course, Shay Shoemaker ended up being very high on the scoring and rebounding stats for the Lady Lions, and was an integral cog on the squad for the last 4 seasons.
I know Coach Weatherman will like to see us establish the low block presence with Steinbrock and Crossum down low, but I'm looking down the bench. We've got some kids that can come off the bench and play rather well if we happen to get in foul trouble. But this is going to be a battle here tonight against Halstead. Lady Dragons are going to be a tough draw right out of the gate for the Lady Lions. But as Dale mentioned, we do have experience, which we haven't had with the exception of our two seniors who graduated last year, and Shoemaker and Fulton. But Minneapolis brings back a real nice girls basketball team here, and I think Coach Weatherman's got to be very happy with the depth he has.
So I guess the question will be that needs to be answered is who will be the one or two go-to people to be the leaders on scoring, rebounding. They've all been role players pretty much for the last two seasons, and now they need to step up and take the helm.
Well, all teams are needing a leader, a team leader. Minneapolis boys fielded Keegan McCulloch last year, heart and soul, the boys team. Who's going to step up and be the leader on the boys basketball team? And with Shoemaker and Fulton gone, the seniors, is it time for Greg to take control of this girls team and be the senior leader? I just don't know. The point guard usually takes control of the ball club, but here again, it's going to be interesting to see just exactly who leads this team this year.
Kylie, of course, would be natural in that as far as being off guard. I don't think she's the point guard. Actually, Mason probably be the point guard, would be my guess. But
I really think you're probably going to see one of the juniors step up. Kylie being a senior leader, but I really expect to see one of the juniors step up and be that upper class leader on the squad.
Well, they have the experience and the ability to do that. As I look down the roster, I pulled 7 names out that I wouldn't be afraid to start either one of them. And so it's going to be interesting who Coach Weatherman puts on the floor here to start the game.
Well, it looks like it will be, well, I don't know. 2, 4, 6, there are 8 of them with their shirts off. So
you're going to see some depth this year, Dale. And then you're going to see some depth coming. We've got a lot of experience back. You've got some players there that haven't seen a lot of court time, that saw some last year, that you might that might be in this mix. And I think it'll be interesting to see what kind of mix we see this year. And I'm kind of excited about the potential.
Coaches are Brian Weatherman, assisted by Sarah Hawking and Dalen Ruffin.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, the group please rise and remove your hats.
We'll have the national anthem. We'll stay here, though.
We'll play our national anthem.
What a sound. We make this pep band.
Activity programs at Minneapolis High School.
Welcome back to Lady Lion basketball here. As I'll try to get you some numbers here in a second. So thank you there, Mike.
Competition is being conducted according to the rules of the Kansas State High School Activities Association.
So, Mike, expectations for this Lady Lion basketball team this year? Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think sky's the limit for these girls. If they play as a team, and we have a leader that steps forward to take control of this ball club and lead us. They can get all the way to the state, I think. They have the talent, they have the athleticism. They can get there. Macy and number 3 for Halstead.
Morgan Matlack.
Go ahead, you got mine.
So, yeah, I'll give it right back to you. Also, number 5, Victoria Roberts for the Halstead Lady Dragons.
Kylie Gregg, the 2 guard for Minneapolis. Macy will run the point. 3 guard, Kelsey Page.
Number 10, Alyssa Talbot for the Lady Dragons. Then number 30, if I put 7, junior Simone Donaldson.
Baker gets the nod at the small forward. She's a string bean. She has stretched out. And she is tall. Looks like Crossing will come off the bench. Allie Steinbrock gets the start tonight. And as the jersey or the warm-ups come off, Minneapolis will look like rotate 7 or 8 in the mix during the course of the game. So, been kind of ready for this basketball season to get started, and we're about ready to get it going here as Minneapolis gets ready to take on the Halstead Lady Dragons in the Tri-County tournament to start this 2010 season.
And one thing we saw in volleyball quite consistently was Riley Baker can elevate. It'll be interesting to see how she translates that into the basketball court this year.
And I think that's why you're seeing her down on the low block. She was a good rebounder last year and can elevate. She'll rebound well and score down low. I think her best shot is just a little 8-9 foot shot off the elbow down low.
Again, it's the 0-0 Lions against the 0-1 Dragons here. Start the season for Minneapolis.
Meredith to jump it for Halstead. Steinbrock from Minneapolis. We control the tip. Back to Gregg it goes. Right. And it's a man-to-man defense for Halstead. Baker with the ball. Baseline, looks inside. No motion here as yet. Hands it off to Macy. Drives baseline. Gets it down to Steinbrock. And her shot is up and in. First points of the game. Allie Steinbrock. Full court pressure. And we've got a nice steal right and into Kelsey Page. She kind of lost the handle on it there as she had the left-hand layup go off the bottom of the backboard.
Nice pressure defense by the Lady Lions right there.
Entry pass down low to Donaldson. Back out front it goes to Talbot. Now Matlock resets the offense for the Lady Dragons. Good pressure by Ashlyn Macy. They're going to get a 5 count.
Yep. Nearly, not quite.
Back cut is a nice pass there by Meredith.
But a great block there by Minneapolis Kelsey Page right there. Mike, she did a nice job of getting a hand on that.
You bet.
Not fouling.
They'll play it in under their own basket, and the pass was right there. The shot was no good as Roberts has one point blank. Now Minneapolis on the move. Macy with the ball right wing. Off to Baker on the baseline. Dribble drive out to the top of the circle, and good tight defense by the Lady Dragons. Left wing drag. Now Page has her man beat. Nice stepping up pass to Steinbrock, and a foul over the back.
Beautiful pass.
And Steinbrock will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Beautiful pass there by Kelsey Page, Mike, as she wrapped it right around, and a great pass.
That's Donaldson's first foul. Steinbrock's first free throw on its way. It is good. 3-0 Minneapolis. Boy, it's nice when you can see the floor like that. Steinbrock all alone was the recipient of that nice pass, and Minneapolis has a 4-0 lead. Full court pressure, 1-2-2, trapping press, and they say we tipped it, I guess, and it's still Halstead's ball. We had a pretty good angle of that. It was close.
Number 22 for Halstead checks in, and that is Sydney Beat, a freshman, checks in for.
They play it in. Matlock with the ball in the backcourt, guarded by Macy. Man-to-man defense by Minneapolis. Nice switch off there. As the entry pass goes down low, she walked first. Yep, good call. As Crystal Miller took one extra step, as they did get the ball down on the low block. This is a interesting little three-quarter court trap. It can present problems, and should have been a kick. No need to go after that, Miss Gregg. But it will be Minneapolis ball to play in. Page throw it in, out front it goes to Steinbrock. Macy resets the offense, left wing. Gregg, now Macy picks up her dribble, needs some help. Baker comes to rescue her, and she gets all the way to the basket. Nice shot.
Nice shot.
But it's off the glass, no good, and Steinbrock had the rebound. Gregg knocks that out of the hands of Matlock, and it will be Lady Dragons ball to play in.
Nice drive there by Riley Baker. Couldn't finish it, but boy, that was a nice drive.
There's an extra step again, as Crystal Meredith has happy feet, and they've got her twice. Minneapolis play it in on the turnover by Halstead. Macy out on top, left wing, Baker. And that one's tipped away by Sutcliffe. She gets all the way to the rack, layup good. Nice steal as she jumped the passing lane there, and Minneapolis with the turnover. There's another one. Bad pass as we try and not, pass it over the top. Meredith has it tipped away by Gregg. Now they're all alone. Gregg goes to get it, and they're going to call that foul on Gregg. That's her first.
Kylie says my elbow's one of certain.
No, that is two number 5s. Or saw the 15. Gregg was fouled by Sutcliffe, so the foul was on Lady Dragons.
I've got Victoria Roberts.
Oh, my.
Sorry about that.
Pass way over the top as Macy.
I don't know which one. I'm assuming number for Victoria Roberts is the senior. So there's two number 5s.
They sure are.
So.
There's a layup all the way in. And
nice block.
And reach in foul by Page. That'd be her first. And it must be Roberts, I guess. We have two number 5s.
J.C. Cross and Bailey Walker come through for the Lions. Steinbrock and Baker sit in.
Steinbrock and Baker get a breather. There's a nice steal by Gregg. She's going to go all the way to the rack. Jump stop, shot no good. Crossan right there for the stick back, it's good. J.C. Crossan with a nice rebound and stick back on the offensive board. And nice play there by Crossan.
Nice finish by J.C.
There's a travel.
I got that is Victoria Roberts. Number 5 is Victoria Roberts, not Sutcliffe. I got that from the fans in front of us from Halstead.
So Roberts is the 5 that's on the floor for Halstead. Bailey Walker in, passes down low to Crossan. She's got another one. J.C. Crossan with a nice one-hand runner on a nice pass by Bailey Walker. Now full court pressure by Minneapolis. Tipped away by Gregg. She gets her own carom. Now the jump shot by Page. It's up and in. Kelsey Page from the left wing, about a 10-footer, and coach from Halstead wants a timeout. He doesn't want this to get any further away from what it is. Minneapolis with a nice run there to stretch the lead to 10-2. 30-second timeout. Scott, what do you think of girls' the pressure defense?
You know, it's exciting. I like the speed. I like to see them out there hustling. And the pressure defense is what I've got so far, 5 turnovers. Now, we've turned the ball over a few times ourselves, but nice pressure defense by the ladies.
Quick 6-0 run there off those turnovers. for the Lions.
10-2 is the lead for the Lady Lions as we're going to go ahead and keep it here as we will come back after break. On the floor is Kylie Gregg, Bailey Walker, JC Crossan, Kelsey Page, and Ashlyn Macy. So JC's also shot up a little bit.
I mentioned that to Dale earlier. I said, it looks like JC's got a little more height on her this year, and she does. She's jumped right up there. I think she's got another inch than she had last year or two. There's nice quick hands by Kylie Gregg. Tipped that ball out of bounds.
She's listed as 5'5", but I think she's a little taller.
I think that was last year's height. I don't know.
And they break the timeline. Minneapolis still in a man-to-man defense. Macy out on the point. Now Walker with a tight defense on Sydney Beach.
Great job by Bailey Walker.
It's going to be ours.
Wow. That's great job by Bailey Walker right there as she hit the floor. Wow, nice job.
Macy clears the timeline. Down the lane she goes. Dump down pass to Crossan. And couldn't quite get control of it. Now left wing Walker. And she resets the offense as Macy comes to get it. 3:32 left, first quarter action. Minneapolis 10, Halstead 2. Gregg out front to Page. Jump stop. Shot no good. Partially blocked. Macy comes up with that loose Barham. Now Page, three-point shot. Good. Wow. Nice shot by Kelsey Page. Now the pressure defense. Walker just about had that one too. Long shot. Rimming off. And they're going to call over the back as Meredith is over the back as Minneapolis had good position on that defensive glass.
Emma Giles checking in for the Lady Lions as she will come in, checks in for Kylie Gregg. Nice hustle by Kylie. Emma, one of the two seniors on the squad.
Gregg the other. They get away from that double team. Bailey Walker with the 12-foot jumper from the right elbow. And that should be a foul on Page.
I'll tell you, I've enjoyed watching Bailey Walker last year, and her hustle and intensity out on the floor, guys, is pretty exciting to see. Nice job.
That's Page's second foul here in the first quarter, and Riley Baker comes to replace her. She's going to ride the pine a little bit here in the early going. 15-2 Minneapolis with a nice run here to end the first quarter, and there's still 2:45 left in this quarter. And the right wing beat. Left-hand dribble into the lane she goes. Gets it off. Tipped out there by Macy. And the tie-up. Quick hands by Ashlyn Macy. Had Talbot on the wing and jumps right in there and ties her up.
15-2 Lady Lions with the lead. 2:34 left to go here in the first quarter.
Possession arrow to Halstead. Long shot, no good. And Baker right up there for that rebound and beat over her back. Is whistled with the foul.
Kind of probably a good thing that she did foul her because had a great outlet pass to Bailey Walker about half court.
Headed that way. And so far, with the exception of that pass right there, Minneapolis has handled the full court pressure of Halstead fairly well. Down low it goes. Crossing right in the passing lane. We just will not give them anything easy, will we? No. That's tipped out there by Baker. It will be Halstead's ball underneath.
Great intensity underneath by the Lady Lions.
Hustle and athleticism. These girls possess it. Now we zone up on the inbounds play. I'm glad to see that. Nice play by Macy. And her pass to Walker. Walker is tripped up a little bit. Halstead regains possession. Back out front to beat. Three-point shot on its way. No good. And the push-off by Walker is caught. Yep. Halstead will play it in, and we'll zone up. Minute 55 left. Entry pass back out front it goes. Halstead a little bit out of sorts, especially now that we're in a zone. $1:43 left, first quarter. Meredith There's two of them. Must be sisters, Crystal and Simone Meredith. Dribble drive is picked up by Baker and is tipped out of there by Giles. I think Emma's going to be whistled with a reach-in foul. And that's who it was on. Emma's first foul. Minneapolis fourth team foul. Both teams have 4 fouls. Allie Steinbrock back in the contest for Minneapolis. Good tough defense on the inbounds play. Halstead with it out front. Beat with a 3-point shot again, and she can shoot it. It goes in, and Halstead cuts into that 13-point lead. 15-5, Minneapolis. Right wing, Riley Beck, nice entry pass to Steinbrock. Nice up and under by Allie, and it's in. Nice basket by Steinbrock. Meredith gets it off to Roberts. And they throw it away. Ooh, tipped by Minneapolis, I guess.
Yeah, it's awfully close. I think JC or Riley had a hand on that, and awfully close to the other team as well. But
3-point shot, no good. They get it back, and a shot from Meredith from the right wing, and there's no one. Oh, Baker just robs her. Now Walker loses control, gets it back to Emma Giles.
Oh, Emma.
And one extra step there. It's like she was just taking the ball over to put it in the rack.
I found this loose ball here.
I found this loose. That's all right. Nice double team by Minneapolis.
Oh, great
Crossan.
hustle by Crossan. Wow. Great hustle by JC to hit the floor on that one.
Well, that'll take the air out of you. Woo.
Wow.
Halstead's ball to play in. Meredith into beat in the backcourt, guarded by Bailey Walker. Oh, Walker so quick. And a reach-in foul on Bailey. She is putting on some pressure defense, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
And she gets her money's worth, and I think Weatherman gets his money's worth out of her. That's her second personal foul here in the first quarter. Minneapolis in a little bit of foul trouble with their guards. Long shot, no good. Rebounded by Halstead, and Crossan just says, thank you, I'll take that from you, and away she went. But the reach-in foul by Matlock, and it will be Minneapolis ball to play in. 5th team foul on Halstead.
10.7 seconds left, 17-5. Lady Lions in the lead.
Nice pass down low to Allie. Somebody needs to shoot it, and Walker will. 3-point shot on its way. Good.
Deep three by Bailey Walker, and great ball movement by the Lady Lions with 17 seconds. They hustled the ball around. I'll tell you, Mike, that was some great ball movement, great hustle, great intensity, Dale, and I think that's the exciting part. I should have been keeping track of how many times we hit the floor because there were a bunch.
You know, it's amazing. You always wonder who's going to take that last shot with time running down in the quarter, and sometimes the girls are just not aware of the time factor, but Walker knew exactly what the time was and let it rip with just a second left on the clock to close out the first quarter. Minneapolis leading 20-5, and we'll be back with second quarter action here in just a minute.
Kevin's crew would like to take this time to thank their many friends and customers for making their business what it is today. CNR Plating, Lions sports backer, wants to wish the Minneapolis Lions a great season. CNR Plating, a Lions sports backer.
The State Bank of Delphus and Glasgow and the Ottawa County Bank in Minneapolis are locally owned community banks committed to making your banking experience as easy and personal as possible. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Minneapolis. Dale Leach, Mike Perry, myself, Scott Osherman, as the Lady Lions 20-5 to end the first quarter.
Well, that's a good quarter.
That's a great quarter. Pretty darn exciting, if you want my opinion.
You betcha. Possession arrow to Minneapolis. We'll play it in. Macy, Page, Gregg, Steinbrock, and Baker on the floor for Minneapolis.
Starting 5.
Page is playing with 2 personal fouls, as is Walker. A long shot by Macy just off the front of the rim, and Meredith, the taller of the two, claims the board for Halstead. Now the pass right wing, and they're just a little bit out of sorts on the offensive end, aren't they? They're just settling for a long long shot. Steinbrock ties up Meredith, and as she pulls the ball away from Meredith, kind of flung her right out of bounds. It will be Halstead's ball as the possession arrow is back to the Lady Dragons. And there's a nice shot down low on that entry pass underneath.
Not surprised to see Kelsey Page back on the floor, guys.
Yeah. That's why I like to zone up on those. They get a little close, and the player was in close for an easy shot, but cannot convert. Now the entry pass to Steinbrock. She is fouled. Nice entry pass by Macy. Steinbrock had her man on her hip, and she gets all the way to the basket as Simone Donaldson.
6th-team foul, but she was shooting, so Allie will go back to line.
She hit her last two there, and I shouldn't have said anything.
Oh.
Crawls in, and she's 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. 21-5 Minneapolis with a comfortable 16-point lead. Second throw on its way. It's good. Boy, it's good to see the girls hitting free throws. Now we got her trapped in the backcourt. That's tipped out of there by Macy, and it will be Lady Dragons' ball to play in. Simone Donaldson will play it in for Dragons. Not much movement, has to get it in. Now they're all alone for an easy bucket. She misses it. And then it's saved off of Victoria Roberts. Threw it right off Allie Steinbrock as Meredith got all the way to the basket on that long pass and just missed the easy layup. Cross-court pass is tipped by Gregg. Now a long three-point shot. It's good. Morgan Matlock from way out there. The three-pointer. Now Gregg looks at one and passes it up. Macy with a nice dribble drive has her shot blocked by Talbot, as Donaldson. And Lady Dragons are back in business with possession here. Out front it goes, 6:24 left, second quarter. She just hit one, there's another one, no good. And Steinbrock clears the board for Minneapolis. Left wing Gregg looking inside, dribble drive on the baseline is shut down by Matlock. Now Macy resets the offense for the Lady Lions. Gregg out front. Now Halstead has dropped back into a 2-3 zone, and they're pointing up on the wing, so it's going to be difficult to get the pass off. But that's exactly what you do, is get the ball down low, as Steinbrock has Meredith on her hip. But a nice play there by Meredith to tip that out of bounds. Crystal Meredith with a nice block. It will be Minneapolis ball, though. Macy looks at a three, passes up. Now Page, she'll take it. Baseline shot is good.
Crystal Maris listed at 5'11", and she's every bit of that, and had a nice block on that one.
You're right, Scott. Every bit of that. Now the reach-in foul by Matlock as Minneapolis pressure defense creates another turnover. Halstead not dealing with the full court pressure very well, as Gregg will go to the free throw line as Halstead has committed their 7th personal foul. 17th foul, I should say. And that's Matlock's 2nd foul. Gregg to the charity stripe here. First throw on its way. It will be a 1-and-1. In and out, no good. And Page hustled. Comes up with that loose ball for Minneapolis. Still in possession here. Out front it goes, Page. Down low, Steinbrock. Oh, that's a nice pass. Kelsey Page threads the needle down low to Allie Steinbrock and off the glass and in. Well, one referee called a blocking foul and the other guy called a charge. So it is going to be a charge.
Yep, they did.
Player control foul. Should be no free throws, though.
The one that was closer.
Who was the foul on? Number 30? And that's Donaldson.
Yes.
That's number 3 on Donaldson. So that's a big one right there.
We'll play it in under our own basket. No foul shots on a player control foul.
Jason Crossan comes in for Page.
Nice pass, Steinbrock up and in. Allie Steinbrock.
You know what I've seen on Allie so far? She has used the glass consistently.
Yes, she does.
Down underneath that, in the paint. Nice
I
job.
love that.
Consistently using that glass.
She has great body control. Once she gets her opponent on her hip, she knows how to take the step towards the basket, and up and in it goes. Minneapolis with a 20-point lead here. Halstead with a quick timeout. We'll take one too. 28-8.
Brown Mountain College Salina is proud to support our regional high school sports. Join us this year in cheering on the Minneapolis Lions, the Solomon Gorillas, and the Ellsworth Bearcats.
City Pharmacy has brought you quality professional pharmaceuticals since 1963. Joe and Amber Wool will help you with your medications, durable medical equipment, cosmetics, gifts, and greeting cards. Your hometown pharmacy, City Pharmacy in downtown Minneapolis.
At Robertson Monument, they believe that supporting community activities is very important. That's why they're sponsors of Lion Sports. Minneapolis is a great town to live in, and Robertson Monument hopes you make it to as many games as possible.
Welcome back to Minneapolis. 28-8. Halstead will inbounds.
Nice job breaking the pressure there. Halstead sets up the offense. Minneapolis in a little bit of a zone here. And Walker back on the floor. Nice anticipation by J.C. Crossan. Now the long pass to Walker all the way in. She goes. It's good.
Nice pass by Crossan to Walker, and a great finish by Bailey Walker, but it's a great outlet, or great pass by J.C. Crossan.
Nice body control at the end. Walker got the shot off and up and in it goes. Now
another steal.
Another steal. Walker now has it for Minneapolis. And Macy will slow it down. I don't know how they got that.
J.C. Crossan set that one up. Bailey Walker got the steal, but nice job by Crossan to set that one up.
Out front it goes. Walker, right wing. Macy looking inside. Dribble drive baseline. All the way in she goes. Shot's good. Ashlyn Macy with a one-hand runner on the baseline, and Minneapolis is not looking back tonight.
Our shooting percentage is pretty high, guys.
That ball goes up and over. There's a hand. They're trying to get a hand on every pass, and we've got a reach-in foul on Ashlyn Macy. That's her first. That will send Victoria Merritt to the free throw line.
Freshman for the Lady Dragons off the mark.
First throw, no good. I kind of thought that was on the floor, but evidently she was in the motion of shooting. So she has a two-shot foul. 32-8 is the score. 3:39 left second quarter. Second throw on its way, rimming out. Crossan right up there for the board. Outlet pass to Macy, all the way in she goes, and dribbles right back out and gets it off to Giles. Skip pass to Macy. Entry pass to Crossan, jump shot, good. Woo, that's a nice shot.
Man, we're hot.
We are hot tonight.
Burning up the nets.
There's a nice takeaway by Giles, and then Steinbrock gets a hand on it, tips it out of bounds, and whatever Coach Weatherman's calling, it's working.
Nice.
Everything.
These girls, they're just lights out tonight.
Boy, that turnaround jump shot by Crossan was so quick, and it was up and in before he could blink. Long shot, no good, and long carom that's a jump. That's a good call as she went up and came back down with it.
Emma Giles playing a good defense there, got a hand on the ball.
And it's possession arrow to Minneapolis. 2:55 left first half. Macy down the lane she goes. Shot no good. Rebound is cleared out of there by Sarah Littlejohn. Now left wing, the pass down low. Back out front, Johnston. And second five is in for Halstead. Bede has her pass tipped out of there. Macy tips it right out of bounds. And a quick timeout. It'll be a full timeout. Coach Weatherman wants to talk things over. We'll be back. 2:30 left first half action. Minneapolis out to a nice 34-8 lead.
Santa Fe Carpet is a proud supporter of the Minneapolis Lions. In conjunction with new carpet prices starting at $1.50, Santa Fe Carpet also carries quick-step wood laminates, vinyl flooring, tile, even home decor. Salina's bottom line carpet price is at Santa Fe Carpet, 4 blocks south of St. John's Military School.
Welcome back to Minneapolis. Lady Lions 34, Halstead Lady Dragons 8. Wow, guys, great intensity, great ball movement, great shooting. Nice job of the Lady Lions so far tonight.
It looks to me like everyone will get to play tonight. Halstead with a nice ball movement. Ball is tipped out there by Crossan. And it will be Halstead's ball to play in under their own basket here. Entry pass is tipped out of there. Will Walker get there first? No. Bede gets there first. Now Halstead clears the timeline. Macy with a good defense. Bede left wing back out front to Johnston. Dribble drive down the baseline. Shot off the backboard. No good. Gets her own rebound. Now it's tipped out. Walker has it. Crossover dribble. She's going all the way to the rack. Kicks it back out to Macy, though.
Nice job by Bailey to back that off and pull it back down.
It was a 1-on-2, as you'd mentioned, Scott. It was a good choice. Now Crossan is hammered on the way to the rack as Steinbrock rescues the ball. And what a pass to Crossan as she's going to the basket. And now she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. That's Littlejohn's first foul. Free throw, good. Boy, they're all going in.
Halstead gets a fresh 5 in.
Looks like their starting lineup is back in there now. Talbot, Roberts, Matlock. Free throw, no good. Steinbrock with the rebound. And stick back is up and in.
Off the glass again. Nice job.
She makes room.
She made space, yes, sir. And some refs will call that an offensive foul, but she didn't really clear out. She just turned, and you're right, Dale. She did make space.
There was an extended arm out there.
Turnover by Halstead. Minneapolis plays it in. Macy clears the timeline for Minneapolis. Crossover dribble being guarded closely as the starting 5's back in. Talbot with good defense. Crossan, one-hand runner, no good. Tipped up, and Crossan has it for a moment.
Ashlyn Macy.
There's no safe ball here, I tell you. If you're running by, they're going to get tipped.
If you're putting on a clinic right now as far as intensity, this is what you want to see, and the Lady Lions are doing a great job intensity-wise.
Well, this cascades down to the underclassmen, and that's exactly what Coach Wedman wants to prove to them, that you get out on the floor, give me 100%, and we'll give you a little rest, and we'll put you back out there again. These girls are really extending themselves here with 38 points in the first half.
Riley Baker checks back in.
Yep. 50 seconds left. Walker with 2 fouls. That's a good move by Coach Weatherman to get her out of harm's way. Entry pass back out to Matlock. Shot, no good. Oh, she is
fouled
mugged
by Morgan Matlock. That'll be 3rd on her, if in fact that's who they got it on.
Yes, it is. Now the double bonus goes into effect. Macy goes to the free throw line. She will shoot 2. And Matlock has 3. I think some of the Halstead girls are in a little bit of foul trouble.
It's at least 2 of them.
Free throw, no good. Sydney Beat back in for Halstead. Good-looking freshman basketball player. Free throw is good. It's 1 of 2 for Macy. Beat right wing, gets it off and down to Donaldson, playing with 3 fouls. Crossan's quick hands tipped it. Matlock couldn't handle it. Oh, a nice interception there by Talbot, excuse me, is number 10. as Halstead with a nice recovery there to get back on defense. Minneapolis, that was a little bit of an extra step there, and she has a tendency to do that as she's been whistled already tonight. Baker all the way to the glass, good.
Nice job to finish that one by Riley. And that's a great transition down at the end of the time. They'll get a shot off, but wow. Nice job by the Lady Lions. 21 points in the second quarter, 20 in the first quarter, 41-8.
Well, that's a mark of consistency because we didn't let up the whole first half. The pressure was on from start to finish. Minneapolis finishes with 41 points in the first half. I wonder if they're going to put in a mercy rule. No, I was just kidding. Minneapolis leading here at halftime. We'll be back with some point totals in just a minute.
It wasn't too long ago, in my memory anyway, that we were lucky to get 40 points sometimes in a game. We'll take word from some of our sponsors and be back.
A car accident, high
points followed by Alyssa Talbot with 2, Simone Donaldson with 2, Crystal Merith with 2, Sydney Beat with 3, and Victoria Merith with 2, ending the 24 points. For the Lady Lions, great intensity by the girls tonight as they come away with 53 points, 20 in the first quarter, 20 in the second, 9 in the third, 4 in the fourth, as Kelsey Page leads away with 15 points, followed closely by Allie Steinbrock with 14, Bailey Walker with 7, J.C. Crossan with 7, 4 by Ashlyn Macy, 4 by Riley Baker, and 2 by Emma Giles, as the Lady Lions come away with the victory tonight, 53-24. Great intensity, great job of pushing the ball, great job of creating turnovers. Minneapolis Lady Lions come with a victory.
Well, the pressure defense took its toll on Halstead, that's for sure. Minneapolis runs away with a big first half lead and kind of pulled off the pressure there in the second half and played a lot of kids, and I thought they did a great job. Just overall pressure, the intensity was super all the way through the game. I know Coach Weatherman has got to be real happy with that.
Yeah, he's got to be extremely happy, and gave some of the younger girls a chance to get some minutes in. But a great effort by the Minneapolis Lady Lions tonight, as they start out the season very much on top with a great start to tonight's season. So Lady Lions come away with the victory tonight, 53-24. And guys, we've got a treat here as Coach Jeff Giles is joining us, and I'm going to hand my headset off and let Dale and Mike talk with Coach Giles. So, Coach, thanks for coming up and talking with us.
We're joined by the Dean of Coaches at Minneapolis High School, Jeff Giles. How many years you've been the head wrestling coach now, Jeff?
24 years.
24 seasons. Wow. Be the silver no, what do they call it, 25th?
Just a quick 24, wasn't it,
well, it's
Coach?
24 here, 25 total. So.
Well, good.
Yeah,
good.
It was quick.
Well, tell us what to expect out of your grapplers this season.
Well, we started out really well last week. We beat Halstead 47-30. They were 4th in the state last year. I think they only graduated 1 kid. And then we beat Hillsboro 41-30. So, and we actually are replacing 8 different starters from last year. So we had a lot of new guys on the mat, a lot of freshmen and sophomores wrestling, and they did a wonderful job. We still have a lot of leadership, and Tate Omley returning undefeated state champion. And then we got Jose Arias, is a really good kid from last year. And we got Skylar Constable returning state qualifier, and a handful of other guys that are returning. But like I say, we have about 8 spots that we put new kids in.
Well, good, good. So you've got the 2 guys from El Saline. Are there others that have come into the program from El Saline also?
Yeah, there's 3 other boys from El Saline right now. Hunter Brooks and Jared Winter and Logan Colton.
Okay.
And they're all good kids, and they're all hard workers. workers.
Good, good. Well, you know, you've got such a good tradition going in wrestling and all your hard work over the years, and it's good to see these guys developing along from kids fed, coming on up in the junior high program and into the great work that you and your assistant coaches do on the high school level. What do you got left this month, Coach, for tournaments? I think you got one here at La Home, don't you, at least a duel?
Our tournament is this weekend on Saturday, all day Saturday, and it is a tough tournament. That'll be a real good one, so everybody should come out and see that. The finals of that tournament are usually about 5:30, and they run the first place and third place finals at the same time, so we'll have a lot of kids wrestling. And then after that, we go to Marion this year for a dual tournament. It's a big dual tournament. It's 12 teams, and you start at either Marion or Hillsboro, and if you win your pool, you go to the gold bracket. You get second in your pool, you go to the silver bracket. You get third, you go to the bronze bracket, and you're guaranteed 5 duels, and it ought to be quite a deal.
Wow.
So yeah, we're pretty excited about that. It'll be some teams we haven't seen, but some big competition too, some really good competition. So we kind of look for that.
Yeah. And you have at least one other duel. Am I not mistaken here? We out of Minneapolis.
Well, we're supposed to, but Southeast Saline had a conflict. We were supposed to wrestle Southeast Saline here next Thursday, but they had a conflict, music concert, so that is rescheduled for January 13th.
Oh, okay.
It'll be here on January 13th.
Okay, very good.
So our only home is Saturday, or before Christmas. So we got 24 kids on the team.
Wow.
And a lot of hard-working kids. They are hard workers.
That's a big team.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you taking a few moments. We know you need to go over to grade school and see your daughter Lucy play on the JVs over there. It's good to see Emma, your other daughter, senior daughter, here tonight. It's a good minute to see it from the Lady Lions. Great win here with the Halstead Dragons.
Yeah, I thought they played really well. They really got after it tonight. So good deal.
Now, intensity. Do you train that intensity into those wrestlers? Do you like them that intense, or?
They have
you bet.
They have to be, or it's a long day.
All right.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
All right.
Have a good season.
Yep. Thank you.
Well, we're going to get Coach Brian Weatherman on here real quickly. Before we got about 5 minutes, guys.
Okay, well, hey, Coach Weatherman joins us up here, and Coach and I were just talking as the guys were finishing up with that. And Coach, congratulations on a great victory tonight. Great, we were talking about it on the side here, but great intensity by the Lady Lions.
Yes, you know, you saw girls, all the girls that touched the floor tonight, you saw them diving on the floor, getting after it on the defensive end, and you know, I don't know if we didn't get too many of the loose balls. Even, you know, kids that you hadn't seen that from in the past, they were getting on the floor and getting some loose ball situations. We got some jump ball situations because of that, but I was really pleased with our overall effort on that, in that regard.
You know, the other thing that that I was impressed with was Allie Steinbrock did a great job in the paint, and I commented to Mike about it, how well she was using the glass in that first half. And I mean, it was consistent off the glass, and it was consistent all that first half. Nice job by Allie. She had 14 points in the first half, and I kind of jinxed her because she came out in the second half, shot one short, and it was off the front. And anyway, but nice job by the ladies tonight. Also, good bench play. You had had great bench play by the 8, and I call the 8 getting Emma Giles and J.C. Crossan and Bailey Walker with some great play off the bench, just showing some great intensity.
Yeah, like last year, you know, we really feel like, you know, we're 8 deep, probably more than we were 9 deep last year, but we feel really good about those 8. They've played well in practice. They've shown us that they can get the job done, and you know, we're really confident about getting them on the court and letting them do their things. One thing, you know, I don't want to restrict some of those players coming off the bench. You know, they think they're bench players, you know, I want them coming in the game with the offensive frame of mind and take the ball to the basket and do good things on the offensive end of the court. Of course, they know what's expected of them on the defensive end of the court as well. But, you know, Bailey and JC both came in, didn't hesitate on the offensive end. They, JC hit the boards hard, took some nice shots. Bailey hit the three there right at the end of the first quarter, and you know, looked to push the ball when she had the ball in her hand. You know, so we feel pretty good about that bunch of kids right there.
Yeah, they do a nice job from the standpoint of you really don't lose any intensity as far as the defense or the offensive goes. Bailey Walker's all over the place with their intensity, defensive as well as offense. Speaking about into that first quarter, they had great ball movement coming down with 12 seconds left. They had the presence of mind of watching the clock, had a great pass. Bailey had a great look and put it in.
Yeah, that's one thing we really worked on in practice here the last couple of weeks in our zone offense is not being the person that gets the ball stuck in our hands, because the more the ball moves, the more the defense has to move. You're just going to get a better shot that way, and that was a great example of, you know, if you move the ball, you're going to get an open shot against a zone defense.
Well, they look like they were ready to be on the floor for their first game, and they did a nice job tonight as they come away with the victory. We're back on this floor Thursday night. We take on, I believe, Solomon Grillos. Is that correct?
Yes, Solomon.
And, you know, the folks, if you haven't seen these girls play, it's a treat. It's a lot of fun to watch. They have great intensity. I love the speed, and I love the fact that they get up and down the floor so quickly. Just a nice victory for the Lady Lions.
Yeah, we, one thing that we talked about just a second ago is how pleased I was with our passing. Ashlyn made a couple of real nice passes inside to a couple people, and at other times we're looking up the court. I remember one time we kicked up to Riley on the wing, and she takes it hard to the basket. You know, we've got some speed. That's one thing that is one of our advantages, and we want to put the pressure on the defense and push the ball, and we did a real nice job of that tonight. And, you know, Kelsey shot the ball extremely well from the field as well. Yeah. So
3 3-pointers for Kelsey.
Yes.
Just a nice stroke, nice ball.
Solid.
Nice shot.
Like you said, Solomon and Bennington coming up, and we don't want to take either one of them lightly. Solomon, you know, came in here last year and really played us well. The score wasn't any indication of what they were like as a basketball team. You know, going in the fourth quarter, it was still a game, and we kind of pulled away there in the fourth quarter. Coach Reedy over there is going to come have her girls ready to play, and Bennington has a new coach, so we don't know what they're going to bring to the table. So, you know, we're just, to be honest with you, we're just excited to be playing right now after practicing for 3 weeks. So we're really fired up about this week here. So,
well, Coach Weatherman, we appreciate it. Thanks for coming up and chatting with us.
Thank you.
Congratulations, and we will see you. Well, actually, I will not. I'm going to go watch my daughter play Thursday night, so I won't be here, buddy. Okay. But got to go watch my daughter.
That's
play,
okay. I understand that.
Well, congratulations, girls. Folks, we're going to take a break, and then we will have to log off. If you're listening to us on the internet, you have to log back on. We will be back in just a short minute. You're listening to 910kennedy.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8.